Welcome back, guys. Today, I have something that kind of was forced on me, but I figured everybody should know how to do this or fix this. And what it is the oven. The oven today has been acting up, meaning I went to open the oven and this fell off. Now, I think the issue is that this piece right here is broken. If you look at this piece, it's not so much. Now, that's just a cheap plastic piece that, I could probably find. Although I think it might just need a little tightening. That might have to get replaced eventually. But what I'm doing before I do this is actually cleaning it. The reason why I'm cleaning it is because this entire assembly, with that glass on it too, was completely black. This is a propane, I don't know how old, oven, but more than likely 10, 15-year-old oven. So there was a lot of debris down here. I've already taken everything out, and I bought some grill and oven cleaner. Sprayed it on there. This was actually black. You can see the countertop now, but you cannot see the countertop before I cleaned it. And then the inside of this is pretty gunky too. We've already cleaned it once, but I'm cleaning the burner tray area. I kind of have these pieces taken apart. And then in my bathtub, I have all the pieces that I'm going to spray a bunch of cleaner on and wash them off. The reason why I'm going over this, although it's not that complex, is because, when an issue like this happens, you should take the time to fix the issue properly, which I'm going to do, but also take a little bit of time to do any sort of maintenance to the device or whatever you're working on. Anytime something breaks, you want to clean it, fix it, and do, any maintenance that needs to be done. So I'm just going to go through and clean this and find some other things that might be wrong with it. But I can already tell you that I need to take that tray out and clean it. And also there's supposed to be a light bulb in here. Maybe I'll try to replace that. A cleaning product I've been using on this glass is called Invisible Glass. It's a really good product, and it does have a little oven on the back there. Let me do a little bit more reading just to make sure that that's exactly what it's meant for. Yep, so this stuff will do. So this is the exterior glass, and ovens actually have a 2-pane system that go on. There's the interior glass, an air gap. On the sides there, you see those black pieces of what look to be fabric. That's actually just fiberglass insulation. That's soot going through the insulation. Now this pane of glass sits on these feet down here, which you need to lock the glass into and then tilt it up. Hold that in place, and always locate your screws before doing this. Using Jack's little drill here. Well, that fixed the gap a little bit, and we can open and close it securely. I really don't like the way this glass is fastened. You see these tabs? The glass sits on top of these 2 tabs here, and then inside there's just these 2 screws that hold it on. So, while yes, it's simple, I don't know, durability-wise, I don't like it. But it's also, I don't know if there's supposed to be air in between these 2 glasses. I guess there is. Yeah, there's not really any air seal around these edges. So, next step is cleaning that, and cleaning the stuff in the bathroom. Clean your tray, guys. Jeez. Look at all that. That stuff stinks. Don't get this stuff on the floor, guys. It leaves black streaks. Let that sit for 30 minutes. While that does its curing, or whatever you want to call it, as well as the stuff in there, let's just take a look at what's going on in here as far as the burner. Well, it's definitely dirty, and as you can see back there, the bulb is completely blown out, so we'll have to figure that out. There are pans back there, and to be honest with you, I'm not even sure how to get to those because, well, this drawer is pulled out, and they're still back there, so I think they actually fell back there, and we didn't put them there, so we'll be taking those out. Also, might take off this shield here with a screwdriver, looks like just 2 Phillips heads in the front, and check what's under there, because that's going to be where the propane comes out. Now, it is a good idea to unplug the machine as well as shut off the gas, but we're not really going into any of the components right now that have gas going through them, so we're just looking. Alright, this I don't know what to make of. That is weird. I don't know if that's mold or like what that is, but I can't imagine that's good. I'm actually going to go outside and scrape that off. That is interesting. Like, I think that's what it's supposed to look like. Then look at all that. Very strange. What is it? It's fluffy. It's gross. I accidentally touched it with my hands. I'm disgusted. If anybody knows what type of buildup this is, please leave it in the comments section below. What's interesting is there's actually some buildup on top of the burner tube itself. I really don't, I've never seen that before. It's soft. I don't really know what it is. I gotta get those pans out of there, but that is strange. It almost looks like mold, but could just be soot buildup, but that's not good. That's dangerous for sure. Whether it's, you know, leaving some sort of toxins in the air after using the device or a potential fire hazard, that needs to be cleaned. That is just soot. That is, look at that. That's just soot buildup. But I'm just gonna scrape it into the trash with this paper towel roll and then use some degreaser on it and get it nice and clean. Oh wow, look at that. Just like, it's super light and fluffy and just not good. Don't spray this stuff without making sure there's no gas going to the system in here, but I'm just gonna wipe it down with some of this degreaser. This is honestly just a distribution tube. I guess we can even wipe this off here too. Whee! Look at that. There's so much gunk on this though. I should really have like a wire brush or something. There's some really tough residue on this piece of glass, so I have this anvil paint scraper. Should do the job. Back in the bathroom, you can see the degreaser is doing its job. It is very dirty. And so I'm gonna come in here and scrub all this stuff and then hit it with the shower head. Alright, as you can see, this gas deflector or flame deflector, this goes on top and kind of distributes the heat a little bit better. That is clean now, and you can actually see it. Before it was kind of just completely pitch black. So that's good. I'm going to put this back in now. Ta-da!
Wow, it looks very clean.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
I've had it. It's a lot cleaner in here. Got the whole assembly in. You can actually see through the glass, which is pretty cool. Even, you know, I don't have a light bulb right now, but when we do, you can see through, which is pretty cool. We could not even see those grates before. It was so black. Got a couple more things to put together and we'll fire it up and test it out. Time to test her out. Looks like the oven works pretty well and it's nice and clean. A couple reasons why after doing this I would definitely recommend doing it. One is quite obviously safety. I don't know how much or what that material was. I think it was probably just soot of some degree, some sort of buildup, which, you know, that potentially could be combustible, so it's definitely recommended that you get in there and clean that off. On top of that, it increases usability. Like, we couldn't see through the glass, and how are we supposed to know if whatever we're making is any good? Seeing through the glass is a good thing, as well as just overall appearance. It looks a lot nicer now that you can see the shine again back in the machine. And there's a lot more you could do with this appliance. Literally, you could just take this thing out to pasture and shoot it down with as much degreaser as you could and a pressure washer or something and get this thing looking brand new. But today, this was on a whim. This wasn't a whole oven restoration video, but we fixed the glass. Luckily, it was just tightening some screws. We cleaned the glass, we cleaned the burner, everything is good to go, and we can now cook our meal tonight. These are the materials I used before I let you guys go. Easy stuff: paper towels, invisible glass, some degreaser, a paint scraper, crusty sponge, some gloves, a flashlight, a little toolkit, which basically was just a Phillips screwdriver. I also recommend wearing a respirator if you have it. You know, this degreaser tickles your lungs in not good ways. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, if you like this. We'll see you guys next time on Down the Frame.